Holy cow. It was a -1 where Bonnie's at. That's way cold. Hey! How you guys doing? I see Bonnie and Cindy are on. If anybody else is on, say hello!
Hello, Bonnie and Cindy.
Happy New Year, you guys. I'm not digging this. Hey!
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. I should have fixed this before I sat down, so I know it's going to drive me crazy.
Oh, it's going to drive me crazy too.
Oh, my goodness. So it's cold there. It's cold here, too, actually, for Houston. It's really cold.
Yep.
What is it, 30 out there?
It'll be 26, I think, below tonight.
Wow. That's cold for us.
And we'll have some precipitation, maybe some sleet.
I think it's colder here. Drew's in Colorado, and it's not even that cold there, is it?
I don't think so.
Wow. Bonnie says, hey, Duane. You see that? You read?
Hey, Bonnie.
A little more enthusiasm.
Hey, Bonnie!
There we go. Yep, we're on.
Are they on?
We're on. Can you see us? Y'all can see us? Bonnie can hear Bucky.
I'll be darned. Look at there, Bucky. Somebody hears you.
Yeehaw. So I hope you guys had a good holiday and you're rested and ready to take on the new year.
Yep.
I know I am.
I know you are too.
I've been pretty pumped up since yesterday.
Hey,
Samantha. It's warmer in Alaska. Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Oh my goodness. So I've been thinking about this all day long, this call. Man, it's hot in here. I sure hate that it's going to be that hot because I'm going to start getting...
You want me to fan you?
No, that's okay. No, it's okay, Annie. I'll be all right. So anyway, you can stop now.
Okay.
You can stop now. So let us know how your holidays were and if you're excited about the new year. I know I've kind of been posting on a couple of the group pages because I'm excited. I'm excited about 2018. I feel like this is going to be an awesome year for so many of us. I really believe that.
Yep.
Fan her and feed her grapes, right? I love it. I love it. No, it's going to be an awesome year. I really believe that. And I've had some really great conversations today with some consultants, and I'm loving the attitude, and everybody's, wanting to really, put their all in and make an effort and just get out there and do some things. And I mean, it's sprinkles, for crying out loud. We can do this, right?
Exactly, we can.
I know. And I love the fact that Pink Zebra has already announced Valentine's Day, what their special is for Valentine's Day, because I don't think that's ever happened before.
No,
not
this soon.
No, I love it. We're pre-planning.
Right.
How awesome is that?
Let's get it out there in front of our customers and let's get the new year going.
Super exciting. It is super exciting.
Yep.
So let's see, what all do we have going on? We have we have a leader-led conference next week here in Houston. That should be really great, and I'm hoping that what comes from that is lots of material that we can also turn around and share back with the teams for everybody who didn't get to come, and hopefully, we can just share that with everybody. I don't know if, since we're doing it and it's not a corporate thing, maybe we can videotape some of it. I'm not real sure if anybody is going to want to do that. I don't have a video machine, or I would do it. We could do it on our phones, but that would be long. Or maybe, I don't know. We'll figure out something, but definitely we'll be able to come back with some good information to help and share with teams and whatnot.
So you're saying I need to go buy some video equipment?
No, because we can't use it at any other Pink Zebra thing.
I know, but I can use it at the Deer Lace.
Oh, my God. Of course you can. So then we have Rally at the end of the month, which is super exciting because it's also when our new catalog comes out, as you guys know, right?
Oh, wow.
That's
already?
very cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
The end of the month. Do you know where you're going?
Yep.
Okay. Just checking. So where are you guys going? Share with us where you're going. Yeah, J month can be definitely start going strong For sure. I'm excited about it. Oh, I was going to say,
Is
well, yeah, it's okay. I need this, so that's why
I
I
know
had it
you
open.
need it, baby.
Why do they have rally in January? I know. Well, if the weather is bad and they have to cancel it, then they, I forget, what did they do? Because that did happen one year. Do you remember? That happened, there were several on the East Coast, in fact.
Was that for, it was hurricane, wasn't
Well,
it?
no, that was a different situation. But no, it was a rally, and they actually had to cancel the rally. And I can't remember what ended up happening, but I'm pretty sure everybody got their items. And I guess what would happen is everybody that were supposed to go could just watch the live stream, and then they'll ship out the items and whatnot. So, but yeah, they do them just because that's when we get, you know, they announce the new product. So we need that after December and holidays have passed. So, I mean, I get it, but it is also kind of screwy weather. So hopefully the weather will participate. They'd mail it to you if you didn't go. Yeah. I'm sure if it's because it's weather related or something that they'll send out, they'll ship it all out. Because, I mean, that's not anybody's fault. So it's not like somebody just didn't show up to the rally. So anyway, super excited about that. So we've got Louisville. I guess you say Louisville, right? Louisville, Kentucky. It's not Louisville. So we have a Louisville in Texas.
We did?
Yes. Louisville is up near Dallas.
It ain't Louisville?
No, it's Louisville.
Oh.
But I think it's spelled like Louis. Hey, Deborah.
Well, is humble or humble?
I don't know.
It's humble.
Okay. Okay, well, yay. Let's see, who else? Samantha's going to Houston.
Where am I
Awesome.
going? I'm going to North Carolina.
North Carolina. Super excited. Hey, Kara. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Louisville. How's that? Louisville. I love it. So, and you guys, I posted, and I was thrilled to hear from so many of you that you were glad that we're going to go back to doing. We're not going to do them every week because it's kind of overkill, and plus it's hard to come up with that much information, but we will go back to doing these on the first and third Tuesday of each month. And I'm hoping, I kind of chose those dates because I'm hoping that Colby will do the second Tuesday for the leader thing. So you'll kind of have something for 3 weeks in a row. And then, of course, if you do anything for your teams or whatever, that, you know, you can squeeze them in there whenever. I don't know when everybody does trainings or if you even do trainings. But anyway, if you do, hopefully that's helpful. But yeah, I'm excited to be coming back and doing them a little more often and getting back in the swing of things because it's kind of weird when so much time passes.
Yeah.
Kind of get out of the...
It's like you lose connection.
Yeah. Well, and and then even you and I and bouncing back and forth, it's like I'm so, like the last time I was so focused on trying to get the message across that we didn't even interact very well. So which was, you know, my bad. But anyway, so this will be good. No leadership webinar this month because we do have rally. So anytime we have a rally or reunion from now on, Colby is not going to do any webinars for those particular months. So awesome. Deborah is doing hers weekly again. Awesome. Yes, Duane misses me. I love it. That's right.
Yes, I do, Bonnie.
That's right. We do. Okay, so you guys all know this, but I'm just curious what you guys are going to do with it. So we have the huge January host bonus month incentives that Pink Zebra has offered. So the host gets more free and half priced for doing parties, which is awesome. I love that they did that. And then if you book 4 parties at $250 or more a piece, you get $200 pink dollars as a consultant. So that's pretty awesome.
I didn't see that part of it.
Well, I know. And what's really funny is that all of a sudden today I'm like, okay, I got to get on the stick and get some parties booked because I want my hostesses to be able to get the bonuses and all that. I mean, pink dollars are great, but I'm loving the fact that the hostess gets more free stuff and more half priced. So anyway, hopefully you guys are working on that and trying to get some parties booked from it.
Now, these are only parties in January?
Yes. January only.
Not bookings, just parties.
It's actual parties.
Have to have party and close by January.
That has to happen and close. Yeah. And I love that because January is typically a fairly slow month. And so hopefully that'll help us all stay motivated and...
Right. Maybe hopefully you can get a party or two before you didn't have parties
Right,
in January, so
right.
everybody get a couple parties at least.
Right.
It'll help out.
Yeah, it's really funny to me too how after Christmas people are like, this didn't happen in the past, I don't think, at least not the last couple of years, but it seems like people are more almost wanting to spend money right now. I don't know what that is.
It's the new tax break.
Is that what it is?
We have more money to spend.
We have more money to spend. Mr. Politics over here. I'm going to have...
Is that what does it affect yet?
I don't know. I don't keep track of any of that. But there's something going on. And even the retail stores said they had an amazing Christmas season. So I'm good with that. Hey, bring it on.
More people are working.
New bling. No, okay, so I gained some weight over the holidays, Bonnie. And my ring, my regular wedding ring, because it's wide, because I put everything together, it was hurting my hand. So I had to take it off. So I just had this.
Thank you, Bonnie. You're not wearing your wedding ring?
Well, honey, I couldn't get it on.
So you wear something else?
Well, I gotta have a ring on the finger, right? I should have just said, yeah, Duane bought me a Christmas present. But instead, I'm telling you the truth. I gained some weight over the holidays. Anyway, I could take it off, but anyway, whatever. I just stuck it on there. I'm going to have a end-of-year closeout sale and try to book as many parties as I can this month. Awesome, Samantha. I got to tell you another thing that's really funny to me, and I'm loving this, is there are so many of you guys that I'm hearing from that have been with Pink Zebra for a little while or whatever, that are just suddenly really getting back into the swing of things, and I'm loving that. I'm absolutely loving that. It just makes my heart happy that people are, that they love everything about Pink Zebra, and so even though they may have dealt with life for a little while, they're, trying to jump back in, and so I love that. Kudos to you guys, because I think that's fantastic, and just
for sticking with it and still being here.
Right. It's exactly. There are so many people out there that jump around from direct sales to direct sales. And, I've always told you guys this, people watch what we do. And so, when you're jumping around from one thing to another, it's like people are going, okay, what's she into now? But so many of you guys, just life is happening. And so you're dealing with stuff, but you're coming back to Pink Zebra and making an impact. So I love that. You aren't wearing one at all. Oh, good catch, Bonnie. You're not even wearing a wedding ring. I love it. I love you, Bonnie. That is hilarious. She totally called you out. I love it. Yeah, at least I bothered putting one on.
I can't wear one at work.
Oh, whatever. Okay, here we go.
Plants.
That's why we bought you those cheap ones. So
no, they're worried to rip my finger off.
Good catch, Bonnie. I like that. I love
it's
that.
A safety hazard.
Okay. Anyway, okay, one more thing, and then I'm going to get on to the training for tonight, because it's already 6:12. But one thing that I saw today, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to tell the rest of the team, because I don't know if everybody knows about this, but you know how whenever, if you've got your team and you're looking for somebody's address, I used to just always say, hey, give me your address. Well, Pink Zebra added a report that does provide the addresses, assuming the addresses are up to date, of course. But if you go under reports and my sponsor and then consultants contact report, it's the third one down. I am always using that top one and wasn't even thinking about looking further, but I saw it today and I'm like, I gotta tell everybody in case they don't all know that's there. So you can find your team members' addresses, which is pretty cool. March will be 6 years for me, and life has been on and off, and I'm finally putting my business first and wanting to get it going again. I love that. That is so awesome, Samantha.
I remember Samantha's first vendor event.
Bonnie's not letting you off the hook, and I love that. You're not at work. They both said it. Oh my gosh, this call tonight has been awesome so far. You guys are awesome. I love it. And you have no comment.
Is this over yet?
That's so funny. All right. So tonight, what I wanted to talk about a little bit, or we wanted to talk about, is basically we start a new year, right? And some of us make New Year's resolutions. I don't call them that anymore because that's not what they are. I just, anyway, some of us do that and that's great. That's fine. But then what ends up happening is we break the resolution or we don't follow through with it. And so one of the things that I think is really, really important, and I've been reading a lot about this, is when we start a new year or start anything, whether it's a new week or a new year or whatever, we need to make sure that whatever promises that we're making, that we keep them to ourselves. So for example, I am famous for saying, I'll start that diet on Monday.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Monday comes.
No, Saturday and Sunday she pigs out because she knows she's dieting Monday.
Oh my God, we didn't have to go into that much detail.
I'm just keeping it real.
Oh my God.
Just keeping it real.
I think he's fired. Oh my gosh. Do betters. Anyway, so I pig out, but the point was on Monday, I don't start the diet. I have an excuse or whatever. So basically what has happened is...
She got to pig out for free all weekend and didn't start her diet.
Oh my God. Okay, so we're real professional here. Okay, so anyway, what happens is I've sabotaged myself. And you don't want to do that because what happens is then you don't even realize it, but you stop believing in your own promises to yourself. So that's something that I have really been saying to myself over and over again is I'm not even going to say that I'm going to do something unless I know I'm going to do it, because every time that I don't do what I say I'm going to do, I'm self-sabotaging myself. Self-sabotaging myself. It's all about that self-talk and productivity, right? That's what it's all about. So anyway, so apparently I overeat over the weekend and then I don't start my diet on Monday, so I've self-sabotaged myself. That doesn't even make sense. I sabotage myself and then I've made a promise to myself that I didn't keep. And so then I start beating myself up. And internally, I say things to myself like, oh, I can't believe I screwed that up. Or whatever. And it's just that negative talk. So in order to avoid doing that, make sure that when you make a promise to yourself, like I did today when I said, on Tuesday morning, I'm going to start eating right again. And today I have eaten right all day long, right?
I wasn't here. I was at work.
Oh my God.
Right.
Anyway, so anyway, you want to make sure that you don't set yourself up for failure, because that's like the worst thing. And we don't even realize what we're doing internally.
Well, I didn't say that today.
What?
That I was going to eat right. So I had a double cheeseburger with jalapenos.
Yeah. Good for
pretty
you.
damn good.
I bet it was.
It was real good.
I bet it was. So anyway, so what we want to do is, instead of maybe making the big goal that, okay, I'm going to start a diet on Monday, maybe you set small steps so that you can set up a foundation. So, for example, kind of what I did today was I thought, okay, I'm going to drink 10 8-ounce glasses of water. I'm going to eat protein with each meal, and then I'm going to cut out sugar, throughout the day. I'm just going to cut out sugar completely today, except for Truvia is not really sugar. It's with my coffee. But anyway, so instead of promising myself that I was going to start a diet, I just promised myself that I was going to take these small steps. And so then it became very easy. So throughout the day, I just made sure I was drinking water. I didn't go after anything that had sugar in it. And I ate protein with each one of my meals. And so then at the end of the day, it's like high five myself. So I did it, and they were small little steps, and I didn't sabotage myself. And I actually, I did the right thing for myself because they were small steps. So anyway, maybe you just make these small steps because you want to become healthier or whatever it is. And that's kind of where I'm going with it.
I'm going to take small steps, but I think I'm going to wait till next week.
You're so funny. Well, don't say I think I'm going to wait. Just decide what your small steps are going to be.
I am waiting till next week.
Okay.
I'm waiting till next week.
Okay, but you're missing the point. Okay, but anyway, so, and then, once you've started kind of this habit, make sure you praise yourself along the way. Not with food if you're dieting, obviously, but praise yourself along the way. You're just full of distractions this evening, honey.
He was bothering me. He wanted to say hi to everybody.
Okay. Well, I'll let
you gotta go. Say hi. So you gotta go. Bye, everybody. Tell them bye.
I'm surprised I didn't growl at you. Anyway, so do this for a week or two, and then as you become more and more successful at creating and achieving these little steps that you've got, then you can always expand on it. But again, celebrate yourself. One of the things that I also did when I decided I was going to start working out, I started doing kickboxing back in, I guess it was October. But I set myself a goal, and I said, if I go 3 days a week, and I go for 4 weeks, going 3 days a week, at the end of that 4 weeks, I'll buy myself a little shirt, a workout shirt. But I couldn't do it until I had completely done 3 times a week for 4 weeks in a row. So it wasn't like I could skip 1 week and then, so in fact, I went on a trip and I had to start over when I came back. So it wasn't until I hit the 4th week that I rewarded myself. So yeah, you're right. The word diet has a die in it. I hate the word diet. That's why I'm all into like just trying to be a healthier me, right? Making your bed every day. Yeah. I don't make my bed every day. I thought about doing it at one point. I even posted something on Facebook and then I let myself down. See, that was not a good thing. I'm really bad about that. But it's not something that, I mean, that's the thing is you got to pick things that are important to you that you want to really stick to and then lay out a small little foundation to make it happen. So for example, instead of saying on Monday, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to book some parties. Because to me, that is like overwhelming and big. And guess what? Monday's going to come and go and I'm not going to have done it. And then I'm going to have to say, okay, well, I'll do it tomorrow. So instead, lay a foundation and set up a few things. So this is what in fact, this is on my calendar to do tomorrow. So I'm going to go through my 2016 and 17 hostesses and jot their information down so I have it all on one sheet. Then I'm going to set aside 1 hour to work without any distraction. And that's a big thing for me because if I have the squirrel syndrome so bad. So I have to literally pull myself away from Facebook or anything. So anyway, set yourself up where you're not distracted. And then I'm going to choose 5 to 10 people on that list to either text, call, or email. That sounds simple enough, right? I'm going to go through my 2016-17 hostesses, jot their information down, set aside 1 hour, and choose 5 to 10 people to text, email, or call. More than likely, once I get into this mode and I get going, I'll probably call or text more than 10 people. But the thing is, I've set myself up with a smaller goal, foundation, whatever you want to call it, that is very doable, and it's not so daunting for me. So lay it out with simple tasks, and you're more likely to do it. And then, you can choose to do more as you go along. But just for starters, to get yourself out there so that you're not making promises that you end up not keeping for yourself, lay yourself a little, small foundation and pick some things. So anyway, how does that sound? Does anybody have any questions about that? Or is it something that you think, or do you already do that perhaps? I just find it a lot easier to have small steps and then I can be successful at it. And
once you do it, you're glad you did it.
Yeah.
You may not want to do it. You may have a hard time getting started doing it. But once you sit down time and stop and do it, when you're done, you're like, wow, that wasn't so bad.
Right.
But it takes you forever just to get started.
Right.
So just get started, because when you're done, you're going to say, wow, that wasn't bad at all.
Right.
Why didn't I do this sooner?
And then you'll probably keep doing it, and you'll do more. And then you'll feel good about it, like he's saying. That's exactly right.
Yep.
And if you do have a calendar, I highly recommend that you block off a time in your calendar to take on these tasks that you want to get done. I think it's really important to make sure, because if you don't, then it's not really going to be a task. I mean, it's just going to be, yeah, if I fit it in. But if you actually schedule yourself from 1 to 2 p.m., I'm going to sit down and do this, you're going to do it. You're going to be much more likely to do it. So
it's going to be hard to get started, but once you get started,
right. Well, that's why I'm going to make a list of everybody's name on one sheet of paper, because if I am just going down a list, I'm much more likely to do it. That's in my old job in the hotel world. Even though we went to computers and all that kind of stuff, I kept doing my lists. And when I do that and I can check it off, I feel really good about checking things off. I'm a checker-offer. I love that. So whatever works for you, though, right? Whatever works for you. And Cindy's right. Tomorrow may never come when it comes to that kind of stuff. When it comes to working our business, that's when a lot of other little distractions can certainly get in the way and keep us from doing what we want to do. I mean, it's not like, it's not like it's a horrible thing to do. It's just that there's a lot of other things we would rather do instead. So if we can focus on these things and get these things done, well, then we'll start having more parties, or parties period maybe, or we'll find events, or we'll get this stuff on the calendar. And once you start getting stuff on your calendar, other stuff is going to feed off of that. So that's the most important thing to realize, is once you get going, it's going to continue to roll. You're going to keep going. It's been a few years, and I don't know if anybody remembers this, but I think it was the tag team that did it. They took a toilet paper roll without the toilet paper on it, and they were putting marbles in one end, and these were the tasks that you were doing. And so it was like you were putting stuff in, but nothing was coming out on the other side, which is kind of what we feel like we're doing sometimes. Like we're doing the work and we're not seeing any results. But they kept putting stuff in the funnel, and then all of a sudden stuff started coming out on the other side. It's like you've just got to keep on filling that funnel until stuff starts happening. And then when stuff starts happening, it just kind of starts to snowball, and then good things will come from that. So yeah, focus is my problem too. Hence, that is my word of the year, which is actually a perfect segue. So you guys have seen, I've posted, I think, all over Facebook about it, because I don't remember where I posted it, so I go back and post it again. But I'm a firm believer in words. I believe, because I love words, and I don't mean, you know what I mean. I love words, like even just, do I have it? Yeah, my little drink. I don't know if you can see it. Wait, where? Oh, you can't see it. I have, like, this is behind me on my little thing. Just dream big. It's words, right? So, my word for the year is focused. So focus is my word. And then what I do from there, I think I posted this for a few of you guys as well. I have 3 or 4 words that I want to remember for myself. And then I have 3 or 4 words that I want to remember when I'm treating and dealing with other people. So each week,
patience.
Yeah, patience is one of them. Actually, that one pertains to you mostly. So, but anyway, and then what I do is in my daytime, or my Erin Condren, or my calendar, I will, at the beginning of each week, I put WOW, word of the week, and then whatever that word is that I'm going to focus on that week. And if I know I have a particular task that I'm going to be taking on, I will choose the word that best represents that. So my words. Focused is my big word. And then my other words are be present, enthusiastic, and then joyful. And so this week I have enthusiastic, because it's the beginning of the year and we're getting excited. And so that happens to be my word. Probably should have picked patient, because my word when I'm dealing with others is loving, patient, and inspiring. So anyway, words are great, and here's why. So ever since I picked focus, I think I picked this, I don't know, a couple of weeks before the end of the year. I was thinking about what I wanted it to be, and I chose focused. And it's like ever since then, I keep seeing things that have the word focus in them, whether it's a sentence or whatever. And what I'm finding is when I see the word focus in a sentence, I like hone in on it. And so then I'm really paying attention to what it is that I'm reading. And I'll even go back and read it again, which is really funny. But it's just one more illustration of what words can do for you. But also, when you keep that word, like I have it on my computer here, I have it on my phone. When you keep those words in front of you, it just kind of reminds you that that's what you're working on, that's what you want to continue to work on. I don't want to say focus on, because that's my word. But anyway, do you have a word?
I have several.
Oh, do you have one you want to share that you can share? Can't be a bad word.
I think I'm going with commit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good word.
I think so.
You gonna commit?
Yep.
What are you committing to? Do you know?
I can't say, because then I'll be sabotaging myself.
Oh, okay. You're going to set some small steps so that you can... Okay. All right. I think I like it.
Right now, you don't know what it is, so if I fail at it, you won't know. But if I succeed at it, I'll say, remember?
No, because I won't have known. But that's good. And you know what? Some people like to share their goals. or whatever. You don't have to call them goals, but some people like to share this kind of stuff and other people don't. And the only reason why I do, because normally I wouldn't share all this stuff just because it's just my thing, but I'm sharing it with you guys because I'm trying to give you examples in case it's something that you want to take on and do. So, right? So anyway, does anybody have words? I know Deborah's got some good words. Level up is one of my, that's so funny too, because there's a little Bitmoji of level up that says level up that I posted it on one of the groups, but anyway, I love it. Where is it? Level up. Did I delete? No, here she is. Yeah.
I thought I've seen that somewhere.
Can you see that? Level up. Anyway, it's even in the Bitmoji, which I love. So, am I saying that right? Bitmoji? Bitmoji?
I have no idea.
All right. Okay, so that's that about the words.
Promote.
Promote, that's right. Promote. Perspective. Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Very, very cool. Very cool. I just love words. So, let's see, what else? Oh, speaking of words. Okay. So, and then don't let me forget to come back to this before I finish up. Okay, so and I would love to hear from you guys what kinds of things you do at the beginning of the year to get yourself inspired or motivated and for the year. For example, I found this from last year. I was looking to see what did I do last year, and I wrote it all out on my Erin Condren from last year. But Brendan Burchard recommended that you pick 5 areas to better your life. Or no, there are 5 areas to better your life, and that in each of these areas you can go into more detail. So, for example, health was one. And so for me, it was eating right, exercising, getting enough sleep. It wasn't until later in the year that I realized that I wasn't doing all of that. So anyway, that's still a good one for me. And then focus, be present, which is one of my words as well. Because I have a real hard time not being present in whatever it is I'm doing. I tend to be thinking about, I'll get real excited for something that's coming up. And then as soon as it's happening, I'm like thinking about the next thing. And it's like, okay, wait, hang on. I gotta be present in what I'm doing. And not multitasking, because I used to say, oh, I'm a multitasker. I am not a multitasker. I'm just telling you right now, if I'm doing 2 things, that means neither one of them are getting all my attention at all. What?
Because you're a multitasker.
I'm not. Why do you say that? What makes you say that? Because I watch TV and work at the same time? Because I'm not really watching TV and I couldn't tell you what I'm really hearing? TV's on, but more than likely I don't have a clue what I just heard. Let's see what everybody's saying. Samantha is prosper, reliable, commitment, and others. Awesome. I love those. Hey, Rebecca. I'm glad you're here. Cindy, Deborah, and I are going to miss you at Rally. I'm working on becoming debt-free in 2018. Awesome.
Wow.
Very, very good, along with promoting. Very good. Oh, no, Bonnie. Electricity's going off and on. That's not good. Man, I hope y'all don't lose electricity or heat. Hope y'all don't. So anyway, these are, okay, so the 5 words, the 5 areas, and you can expand on them however you want, but was health, focus, boldness or courage, joy, and then others, which I put be kind to others. But anyway, with joy, it was don't just go through the motions, but actually have fun and expect joy and bring the joy. So anyway, I just liked those 5 categories, and then you can kind of expand on them, but it's just something to kind of think about and then go back and reflect on at the end of the year. Anyway, there's so much of this stuff out there at this time of year, which is like I had to pick and choose what I was actually going to talk about. And I thought, well, I'll just use what actually works for me. Do you make resolutions? I don't think we even talked about them. We had our cabbage and black-eyed peas yesterday, which...
I make them. They just don't last for long.
So you self-sabotage?
I don't even say it anymore. That way I can't sabotage.
There you go. That's funny. I set 4 realistic goals to try and achieve by the end of the year and post them everywhere I can and look at them daily. That's the best thing to do, is make it to where you can see everything. If it's a word or a goal or whatever it is, put it where you can see it so that you're constantly reminded. And also, speaking of that, you know, we talk about the dream boards and the goals sheets and all that kind of stuff. And if you put that stuff where you can see it, most of that stuff will come to fruition, but you know, within a given amount of time, whether it be whatever your goal is, the end of the year or whatever. I have one up here and hit every single thing except for presidential director. I didn't get that, but that was more of a long-term goal. But everything else, we traveled like crazy. Oh, we didn't retire you, even though you didn't work the last couple of weeks of December. So we'll keep that one on there too. I think that one was more long-term. But anyway, I keep it here so that I'm constantly reminded. So I'm getting rid of negativity this year. Amen. Amen. Yeah, I love my little, it's not really a dream board. It was the shoot for the stars. Remember the little stars that we got at one of the rallies? And I put stuff up there. Actually, this stuff, it was supposed to be for 2017, but I knew going into it that it would be longer than that, because I even have Drew continue to pay cash for Drew's college on here. And so far, that's been working out. So
that's why I can't retire.
That's why you can't retire. Well, that and you bought a new truck. You bought a new truck halfway through that after I'd written that out. So that's,
I can
see, it's your
retire
fault.
with a new truck.
How? You got to pay for that sucker. You went and bought a nice truck. Okay, what else? 6:35. So I have time to...
Well,
go ahead.
You have to make realistic goals and resolutions, if that's what you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And don't set yourself up for failure. So it's like baby steps. Make sure there's something you can achieve and feel good about doing it.
Right. Well, that's kind of where the baby steps does come in. But you also want to dream big. I mean, I firmly believe that even though you want to set yourself some goals, you want to have some big, lofty goals. Because you'll be surprised at what you will achieve.
You'd be surprised if you step out of the box and see what you can achieve.
Right.
But people are just afraid to step out of that box.
Right. Not these people.
Not these people. Okay.
That's right. You're absolutely right, though. But
because once they get out of the box and they see what they can do, then they're like, why didn't I do this sooner?
Right.
Why did I not do this years ago?
Right.
I mean, everything we've done, all the places we've got to go, and the pink zebra, it's like, wow, where was this at before?
Right, right.
But it's here, and it's happening, so why didn't we do this 20 years ago?
Well, right.
We didn't know.
We didn't know, and right, exactly.
But
and we were both I was working from corporate America, and it just wasn't an option. And even the time, I mean, the time that we take. Luckily, your boss knows that we're going to do it anyway, and he just has to deal with it. But, you know, there's a lot of things that'll hold you back if those are the light bulb moments. Right, Rebecca? Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So anyway, I pray that everybody has an amazing year. I truly believe in my heart of hearts that this year is going to be incredible. And I think that so much of it is just the stuff I'm hearing from Pink Zebra, and just the excitement that I'm getting from all of you guys in the field, and even my own self wanting to do some things a little bit differently this year. And
well, I think Kentucky is going to be exciting because more people are going to be able to make it there. Mm-hmm. And there's more, there was more options for hotel rooms rather than staying on site at this high dollar hotel resort. Now we got other options. Plus, it's more centrally located. Right. So people can drive there. Right. And so that is going to be awesome this year. We should have record number of people. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, all these people will come to Reunion because it is really awesome to see everybody and interact with all these zebras. Mm-hmm. So it's really awesome to be at a rally. Yeah. Or reunion, I mean.
It is very cool.
It's really, you get to sit in a room with everybody. All the home offices there, Tom and Kelly, Colby, all the other zebras. Just a room full of zebras. And we're all there to make money. Right. And to be zebras. Right. So
yeah, and everybody's doing the same
and you get
thing.
to
Everybody
put
has
faces
the same
with people.
passion.
You get to put faces with names, like these names. I mean, hopefully I'll get to meet some of these people that I haven't met before.
Right. Well, you know most everybody.
I've not met them.
We've not met Bonnie, and we've not met Cindy.
I know Deborah and Rebecca and Kara.
Yeah.
And Samantha.
I want to see this. Okay, so Deborah said my out of reach goal for last year was getting into my big show, Holiday Happening, and you did it. That's right. See, that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. It's like just believe in yourself enough to know that you can dream big. And then you do stuff like that, and it's just amazing. I love it. Louisville Palace is confusing me. It's theater style instead of tables and chairs. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I think if I remember correctly, that was like one of the only places that they could really find that would hold the numbers that we were looking at. But I don't know.
Yeah. But that'd be good because everybody is facing forwards instead of sitting around a table.
Well, that's true, and everybody's turning their
But you
chairs.
don't have nowhere to set your stuff as far as drinks or your notepads. Huh.
Yeah, well, you can still take notes and stuff. We love you too, Deborah. Yeah, so anyway, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I think I'm going to save the rest of this for the next time because once I start going into this, I'm afraid it's going to take a while. But it was about the words. Okay, so I'm going to give you all something to think about. And you may have seen this when I posted it on the Peeps page, but that training that I posted on there was, who was that by? Savvy Network Marketing Women's Sonia Stringer. So I did that, right, the other day. And she kept talking about, how we make people feel. And it's the most common mistake that we make in any sales position, really, is that we talk about the products and the benefits of the products. And when we're talking to people that we just meet or that are asking us, well, tell me about Pink Zebra, we start talking about the benefits. And it's like, it doesn't, basically, I think what happens is people just kind of immediately tune us out because we start saying, oh, we have sprinkles and they smell fabulous. And, the accent shades decor is just wonderful. And instead we need to be talking to them directly about feelings. Like Deborah said, it's all about feelings.
Aww.
Right? Sonia has this whole magic words formula that I can't invest in right now, maybe later in the year, or if anybody else out there does, let us know because that would be a great training. But instead of talking immediately about our benefits and, our products and our benefits, to say something like if somebody, well, let's see, what did I have on here? Like if you're talking to, okay, think of common problems for the audience that you target. So for example, a working mom, she doesn't have a lot of time with her family. She doesn't have a lot of time for herself. She has a boss to report to. Money's probably an issue. She has no control over her schedule. And so what you can do is say, well, I have a business that helps working moms to be able to spend more time with their family, to be able to hopefully quit their corporate job and spend more time with their family. Or I have a business that helps moms to make more time for themselves, or kind of along those lines. Like I said, I didn't go into a whole lot of research or anything because other than what I learned. In fact, I still have 3 pages that weren't even answered because I ran out of time. But think about that and think about, I posted on that Peeps page and I still kind of felt like I was losing the point I was trying to make, which I'm probably doing again right now because I'm not really good with this kind of stuff. But yes, when you're talking to moms, it's like, well, think about how it would make you feel if you could be home with your kids. That's the kind of thing. Like a short sentence. Oh my gosh, with Pink Zebra, think about how awesome it would be to have more time to spend with your family. Things that'll make them feel instead of just offering products and benefits and whatever. Does that make any sense? I'm kind of, anyway.
I always tell people how much fun we have.
Yeah.
And then how much traveling we do. Because we go to all the reunions and we've got to travel to some rallies.
Right. But, okay, so my point is then when you're talking about that, so if you've got somebody who says, man, y'all get to travel a lot, that is awesome, then you could say, well, right, you know, with Pink Zebra, imagine how it would feel if you could travel like we do. I mean, it's definitely doable.
Yeah. Well,
then you put it back on them.
That's some of the guys at some of the jobs I go to. It's like, hey, where are you going now?
Right.
You're never home. I'm surprised you're here this week.
But yeah, but then
because
say,
we do travel.
Well, man, imagine how it would feel if you could do what we're doing, because it's doable. Because basically, you just want to make them feel what it is that you know that you're wanting them to feel. I don't know. I'm having a hard time saying it. Open-ended ideas that get them thinking. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, those are just things to think about instead of us always going into, you know, we have sprinkles and they're non-toxic and they're this and they're that. I mean, that's all fabulous, but all you're doing is, you know, giving me a bunch of fluff, and it's like, I you know, people glaze over.
They're not listening.
They're really not listening. So if you could kind of get to know somebody, that kind of goes back to the whole, just, you know, developing a relationship. And once you get to know the person, you know, and if maybe they're saying, oh man, you know, times are tough right now. We're really having a tough time. And you could say, well, I think about how you'd feel if you just made a couple extra $100 a month. I mean, you get 25% on everything that you sell with Pink Zebra. I mean, how would that make you feel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they go,
paying for your daughter's dance class, you know, have a party.
Right.
Or, you know, join and have a party.
So anyway, feelings. So I want us to all be thinking in those terms so that we can kind of help each other out. Like if we're dealing with a customer or a potential customer and they've got a particular issue, and then we can post it on that page and say, okay, I've got this. How would you guys come back at it with a feeling? When you make it about them and what it could benefit, they get interested. Right. She got you in trouble. That's funny. Cindy made me do it. No, he didn't get in trouble. In fact, he didn't wear his ring to work, so I knew that. But it was funny. I love the fact that you called him out after he did that. That was awesome. Okay, and then finally, and then I'm going to let it go for the day. Just another tip, and I'm only sharing this because I've been doing this for the last, gosh, has it been 2 years, I guess? A year and a half, maybe? And I love doing this, and it works so well for me. And so I want to share it with you guys. And if you aren't doing something like this, maybe think about it. When you're scheduling your weeks, I use theme days. And I don't know if you've heard me talk about it before, but every day of the week is Monday through Friday is a different theme for me. So, for example, Monday is Motivation Monday. And all that means is that I want to be thinking of things to motivate myself, my team, you know, if it's my son, because I know he's got finals or whatever, it's Motivation Monday. It's the day that I think about ways to motivate and inspire people, including myself. And so then I'll tend to, like, let's say, for example, it's already Tuesday, and I'm thinking of something that I want to do to motivate the team. Or maybe I need to be thinking of things. I'll make a note for myself. Think about this, and I'll make it on next Monday. Think about blah, 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 whatever. So Motivation Monday. And then Tuesdays is Team Tuesday, and that's the day that I try when somebody wants to have a one-on-one conversation with me or just connect. Tuesdays are the best days for me to do that. So I pick Tuesday, and that's my Team Tuesday. So anytime you guys want to connect, of course I connect other days too, but I try to schedule time because that way I can give you my undivided attention. So Tuesdays. And then Office Work Wednesday, which is the day that I set aside any bills I got to pay, any calls I'm going to make. Like tomorrow I'm going to take that hour in the afternoon and I'm going to contact 5 to 10 people. I've got to go back and look at my thing, but 5 to 10 people on booking a party for January. So any office work that I have, I'll make a note on Wednesday and add it to that day. And then Thursday is my marketing day that I try to come up with things, or I'll take pictures of things that I want to market. It doesn't mean I'm going to market it all that day, but that's the day that I'm focused on it. And a lot of times that's the day that I'll end up doing my blog. And then Fridays used to be Follow-Up Friday. I changed it to Fun Friday because we were running into the issue where he was getting Fridays off and we could go to the deer lease. And so it was kind of hard for me to do my follow-ups on Fridays. And so now I kind of moved that to my Office Work Wednesday for follow-ups. But anyway, just having theme days, all it does is just kind of helps you so that you're not thinking of all the stuff you've got to do, that you can actually place it someplace, that you can actually say, you know, oh my gosh, I need to come up with, or I've got to take some pictures of new product. And so you put that on the calendar for Thursday. Because, or you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I do is I'll make my notes for Thursday to set stuff like that up. So anyway, I don't know if that's helpful to anybody, but I got to where like I was just constantly being bogged down with things I needed to do and where I was going to place them. And then I'd try to just make my to-do list, and my to-do list would be 20 things long on a Monday. And half of those things didn't get done or even touched. And I read somewhere something about these theme days, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. And they worked immediately, and they have been a lifesaver. I absolutely love them. So anyway, I don't know if they'd be helpful to anybody else. Hi, Melina.
Hi, Melina.
Try to find out what they're passionate about, what they're needing and yearning for, and find the words to connect with them. Yes, it's all about the feelings. I love that. So anyway, I don't know if that would be helpful.
When's karaoke? Karaoke Saturday?
Karaoke Saturday. I don't do Saturday and Sunday theme days.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I was just thinking about Melina.
So anyway, yeah, just that way you can schedule stuff that's important to you and it doesn't get lost, and you don't have to have a big old long list on a Monday. So, and then last but not least, when you're scheduling your day, if you do schedule your day, because I schedule my day from start pretty much to finish. I kind of like schedule it all the way till 4 p.m. and that's usually when you're home. But from the moment I get up in the morning, I mean, I have everything pretty much scheduled. There'll be a distraction here and there, obviously, once in a while, but I pretty much keep on task, which is, you know, I try to do that. But when you're doing that, make sure you're including time to refresh and energize yourself. It's not just about doing tasks, obviously. You want to make sure that you're taking time, whether it's just to walk around or, I don't know, just whatever it is. If you want to listen to some music for a few minutes just to get yourself distracted, whatever that may be to you. But, and then, you know, make the time to do some of the administrative stuff. That's why on Wednesdays that's when I write down some of that administrative stuff that I have to do. And I may think of it on a Thursday and I'll write it down for the next Wednesday. I don't worry about it until that day. So that way I'm not running back and forth to my office or my computer if I'm not scheduled to be online for that day, or not online, but at my desk. So anyway, I don't know if that's helpful or not, but Melina does. Oh wait, what'd I miss?
Rebecca karaoke.
Oh, Rebecca does karaoke. I love it. Wine Saturday and Bloody Mary Sunday. I do love me a Bloody Mary, I gotta say. I do. So anyway, I applaud you guys for joining us tonight, and I'm just excited about getting into the new year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I'm ready for some warm weather.
Yeah. I don't mind the cold, actually, so I'm not going to say that, but
I hate the cold.
I know. So the next call will be in 2 weeks, and we are going to hopefully have a guest speaker, and we'll do a Facebook Live. So if anybody wants to volunteer, or Melina, if you want to do it, I know you had offered to do one, and we're going to be doing the Be the Change event next weekend. So we'll probably have some pretty good stuff for that night to talk about, and that way y'all aren't just watching us, and we'll still be there, but on the live, but we'll have other people too. So anyway. It is almost 7 o'clock, so we will close for the evening. Do y'all have anything, any comments, or anything that you'd like to see us talk about on the live streams or the team calls? I will take suggestions. I need suggestions. Any input would be great. I want to thank y'all also for your interacting on our group pages. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. What else? You got anything? What was your word again? Do you remember?
Commit.
Yay! Starting over. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll just do a call on starting over. Relaunching. Okay. How to get recruits. You writing this down? I need to write this down. That would be I would love to talk. We need to get Crystal Kelly on here to talk about recruiting. She is a recruiting machine. I know a lot of y'all are, but man, I tell you what, that girl. Okay, so we're going to do relaunching. Actually, I'm making a promise here, so I've got to stick with it so that I don't sabotage myself, but I'm going to figure out how to do this where I can switch over. My son told me there's a way I could switch over so I can go to the computer as well. And I know some of y'all know how to do that, so I'm going to learn how to do that so we can do that. So relaunching, how to get recruits, and relaunching is a great one. I like that. Relaunching. That'll be the next conversation. Starting over. That's right. Well, and I will say, I would be also, when you're making those calls or talking to these people about parties in January with the hostess and all that kind of stuff, I would definitely, if they are not able to in January for whatever reason, I would try to get them on the books for February since we got the new catalog, and get them on there, get them on the calendar. And you know, y'all heard the tip, I'm sure, where you take your calendar and you pick the days that you want to work, so that when you're talking to someone, you can say, well, I have this day and this day. Which one works best? Right? So, oh, good. Melina's in. Yay. So anyway, yeah. So be talking about that. I mean, you know, relaunching, it's all about just offering what you got. Like, it's not a big daunting task. I mean, maybe it's, and I will do this myself. At the beginning of February, I will have a launch party here. I'll call it an open house, but that's basically what it is I'm relaunching and introducing the new catalog items. I mean,
that's basically what we're doing, huh?
Yeah, we're just basically relaunching every time we have a new catalog.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's awesome. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, we'll talk more about that for sure. Melina's going to do a recap. Okay, so that's going to be awesome, y'all, because that's going to be awesome. Melina's going to do a recap of what she's going to be talking about at our Be the Change conference next week. So 2 weeks from tonight, that's going to be awesome. I'm excited. I'm super excited about that. Yeah, we got some great stuff next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but next weekend. So we'll have lots to share with everybody else as well. Super excited. Okay, well, I think we got some ideas and going forward, and that's it. Do you have anything else for the group?
I'm just commit.
You're just commit, or you're committed?
I am committed.
You are committed.
Yep.
We're going to commit you. I'm just kidding. Awesome. Very good. Well, you guys, Happy New Year 2018. Hashtag hello 2018. Love it.
It's already here.
I know.
Yep. Day 2.
It's here. Day 2, right? I'm excited. It's going to be an awesome year. So reach out to me if you ever just need some one-on-one time. I'm happy to give it. Don't hesitate. Let me know. Tell me what your schedule looks like. Tuesdays work best for me, but I'll work around whatever you need me to do. Okay? I am here for that. Okay, y'all. Have a good one.
Okay, y'all.
We'll see ya soon. Bye.
Bye.